Another company is bringing scooters to the streets. This is the Boosted Rev, a $1,600 electric scooter from the company best known for its electric skateboards. Boosted, formerly Boosted Boards, was one of the first companies to take light electric vehicles mainstream.
Motorized skateboard.
The scooter shares a lot of the same technology and performance as its flagship longboard.
The whole reason Boosted is named Boosted is because we boost stuff. We're very, very good at high-performance light electric powertrains. And so it's very easy and incremental for us to think about other form factors such as a standing kick scooter, because all you're really doing is just putting a different frame on it. And we made a vehicle where we just rethought every element of the vehicle from the bottom up.
It's a lot of fun to ride. If you've ever ridden any of those scooters you can check out on the side of the street, it's very similar to that with way more performance. I've been riding a Boosted board for a few years now, and so I'm really familiar with how it rides, and it feels a lot like the Stealth. The previous board, a lot of that technology has been transferred over to this. Great acceleration that Boosted's known for, which is great when you're trying to get out of the way of traffic or overtake bikers in the bike lane.
A lot of people think about performance as just being for fun. It's actually really important for safety. If you're in a city and you have traffic around you, you need to be able to accelerate and you need to be able to stop quickly. Having that dual-wheel drive means that you can actually react to the environment around you very quickly and very safely.
If you've ridden some of the scooters you can check out on the street, you know that they struggle with hills. This one has no problem with that. That's something that Boosted's pretty well known for. A place like San Francisco, it has no trouble tackling the hills.
From the beginning, we really wanted to make sure that we could go up hills, but more importantly, we actually wanted to be sure we could stop going down them. And so on the electric skateboard, our brake is purely electric. That was actually one of the biggest design challenges, was designing an electric brake that could effectively stop people on these crazy steep San Francisco hills. That same technology we've been able to take and put over into the scooter. So people are going to have one-handed throttle operation. They can accelerate and brake just with a single input.
All right, so whenever you want to take it indoors, it actually folds up, so it's a little bit more convenient to travel with. Just goes down like that. It snaps into place. For a company trying to shift our thinking on transit, Boosted got a modest start.
We really started out just as a group of friends trying to build something that we thought could be really useful and fun. When we put it out in the world, we found that people really loved it, and it's really just taken off.
After living in New York City for 17 years now, nothing has changed the way that I interact with the city more than getting a Boosted board.
I like to joke that our founder and CTO, John, was a lazy grad student at Stanford and got tired of walking around, so he started skateboarding, and then got tired of that, so made an electric skateboard. And then after wearing out his shoes, stopping all the time, he put regenerative braking on it. And voila, the Boosted board was born.
Founded in 2012 by a group of Stanford grad students, the company launched its first product on Kickstarter with overwhelming success.
Kickstarter was a major turning point for the company. We raised almost $500,000, and we saw that people were really interested in this.
Since then, it's raised $70 million from notable investors like Khosla Ventures, Inovia Capital, and Stanford StartX. Boosted has expanded to multiple offices and has grown its team to over 100 people, but it still retains its lighthearted, innovative startup spirit.
What do you get when you mix a keg of beer and 12 Boosted engineers on a Friday? The Boosted Couch. The Boosted Couch is basically two electric skateboards on the bottom of a couch.
In 2017, the company brought Jeff Rossikow on board as CEO to take Boosted beyond the skateboard, and its new scooter is the first step in this direction.
It's always been our mission to make fun, fast, simple transportation for everyone. It just so happens that the first vehicle that we came up with was a skateboard because it was the perfect campus vehicle, and that's where the founders started. It's always been our plan to be able to come out with a wide variety of different light electric vehicles.
Our boards have gotten better. Everything's really just, continued to get stronger, more robust, more capable. And now, all of that learning that we have from the skateboards, we get to apply to the new Boosted Rev. So this scooter really is going to be, I think, the most reliable electric scooter that's out there.
Here we are at a point where people are starting to, in a lot of different business models, proliferate different types of light electric vehicles around the world and put them in every street corner, and people are having a chance to check them out and saying, hey, I really like this. This makes a difference in my day. And then what we're seeing now that people are saying is, I really want to own one.
Boosted says its revenue has quadrupled over the past 2 years, but can its scooter be as successful as the Boosted board? it faces tough competition. Last mile transit has been completely disrupted by tech companies in the past few years. Ride-sharing companies Uber and Lyft have both expanded into the space, as well as a number of scooter startups.
The Uber of electric scooters. California-based startup Bird has grown from a $300 million valuation to being worth over $2 billion in less than 6 months.
Bird is expanding its scooter ownership as well. It just announced a $1,300 scooter it will sell, and it will also offer monthly personal scooter rentals.
Riders in San Francisco and Barcelona will soon be able to rent Bird scooters on a monthly basis.
But Boosted's hoping to stand out over the cheaper Chinese models largely in circulation.
If you think about it, skateboard use case is about the most abusive use case you can think of. Think about how hard people ride these things. They ride them through puddles, they hit curbs. Our powertrain is designed to stand up to all of that. And we're just taking it and putting it now into a new platform.
We've made something that is a boosted quality vehicle. It has 6 times the power of the vehicles generally out there. It's all-wheel drive, so it has very, very confidence-inspiring acceleration and braking. It's an extremely durable vehicle that's made to go for many, many thousands of miles over the years.
Building vehicles like this, we're just bringing an incredible amount of utility to people. We're saving people time. We're just making it much easier for people to get from one place to another. Can you imagine that if you could just get on something like a boosted scooter, your 30-minute commute becomes 2 minutes in rush hour? It just totally changes how people think about transportation.
While I really enjoyed riding the Boosted Rev, the price point is pretty steep. At $1,600, it's one of the most expensive options on the market. Whether Boosted can convince customers to purchase their scooter over renting cheaper ones on the street is yet to be seen.